Hey guys, so I wanted to try something new by doing like a video blog on my Facebook every couple days or maybe every week once or something. I don't know, whenever I feel like it. But anyway, I have my new friend Jason to thank for the inspiration. He looked so cute in his videos. I'm like, I need to do that. So, but anyway, um, you're probably wondering why I'm bouncing right now. I'm supposed to be sitting in a chair, right? No. Yoga ball. Yeah, well, with Pride Fest coming up here in 2 weeks, I've been getting my butt in gear again. Um, for those of you who know, last year my goal was to get down to 8% body fat by doing the workout program called Insanity. It took me 4 months. Yeah, it took me 4 months to do that, and it was great and it was wonderful. But then I got burnt out with the program, so I kind of took a break, and that was when Dad had to have back surgery, and so I started taking Max for a run. Because Max is a 2-year-old boxer and he needs to be ran often, so I thought I would take him running instead of doing Insanity. Well, by doing that, it pretty much put me back at square one, sort of, with Insanity, based on the measurements I took. So I'm like, okay, gotta get my butt in gear. And the saying is true when they say, well, once you start an exercise program, you really can't stop. I mean, it is like a lifelong commitment. So, and plus, this time around, it'll be interesting to compare the results with a vegetarian diet because I've been vegetarian now for 4 months, if I count correctly, and it's been going well. I mean, in the beginning, I had my ups and downs. It's really interesting because I noticed, like, whenever I was weaning myself off of meat, I was craving sweets a lot more often, like whole grain carbs and things of that nature. It was just really weird. But anyway, to this week, the highlight was I went to the Crypt. I got a discount because of the Memorial Day weekend sale that they were having. Sorry, that looks a little obscene. Um, so I went to the Crypt and got killer discounts on leather gear for Pride. I wanted to try something different with my outfit. Actually have an outfit instead of just going in whatever. So I did, and you'll get to see those pictures once Pride weekend comes around, or maybe see it firsthand. That'll be fun. But that was one of the highlights of the weekend. And then on Monday, we went over to my sister's house, and we had family dinner. And so John, my brother-in-law, always makes a meat of some sort, like steak, brisket, hamburgers, whatever. And he made steaks. And so dinner was went to be served, and Melanie, my sister, said, well, you want to have one of John's steaks? And I said, no. I just played it off like, oh, I'm not really in the mood for it right now. Because my family didn't know at the time that I was vegetarian. I mean, it's been 4 months and no one's freaking picked up on it. I'm like, really? How do you not notice that? So I just played it off like, I didn't want any. So anyway, we were in the car on the way home, my parents and I, and my mother said, I think John was offended that you didn't have any of his steak. And I said, well, I did change my eating habits. She's like, what? What do you mean? And I said, I haven't had meat in like 4 months. And she said, but we went to Chili's for your dad's birthday and you had a hamburger. And I said, no, I had a black bean burger. She's like, really? I said, yeah. She's like, oh. Well, and I said, well, I'm a vegetarian. She's like, well, maybe I need to become one. You could have knocked me off my feet because you know how hard it was for me to actually flat up say I'm vegetarian. I think in my family, well, it's like taboo because everybody eats meat. Everybody eats the same thing, same process, whatever. And so when she said that, I was just like, whoa, that's intense. And I was so nervous about it because, I mean, it was hard for me. It took me back to when I was 14 trying to come out to my mother. That's how freaked out I was. So, it felt relief. I felt relief when she was like, oh, that's cool. And my dad's like, hey, whatever. All I worry about nothing. So that was nice. And let's see what else. I start my 2 summer classes next week. They will go until the end of July. And then I have 2 classes in the fall, and then I graduate in December. So those of you who want to attend, mark the calendar. It's around my birthday. I'm so excited to finally be done. I would have been done sooner, but I took a couple classes where they're just like, oh, that's great. They don't really count towards your curriculum. It was a miscommunication between a counselor and I back when I sought advising. So this time around, I spoke to 5 of them, and they all said the same thing. So I'm like, okay, I'm good to go this time. So, but anyway, that's pretty much my update for the time being. And I can't help but bounce on this ball when I'm sitting at my desk. Yeah, and I find myself having to fill this thing up every day. I don't know if it's because I only spent $10 on it or if it's because it's trying to tell me something. I'm gonna stick with the $10. So, but anyway, hope you enjoyed this video blog. I can't help it. I hope you enjoyed this video blog, and I will more than likely do more because this has been fun. So anyway, love you guys. Kisses. Later.